Hello YouTube. So I haven't built this recently. This is the bad guy's hideout. I built it probably about 1.5 to 2 years ago, but I just thought I'd just do a review of it. So because it's been built for quite a while, I haven't got any snapshots of the progress, which I normally do at the end of my mock videos. So just thought I'd run through it and show you what it is. I've based this on the townhouse with the pet shop. I don't own the pet shop and townhouse sets, but I kind of copied the design and look that it had with the bricks I had available. So some of the colours are a bit crazy, but the idea of it is that it's supposed to look like an old building that hasn't been maintained properly, as it's a bad guy's hideout. So show you what it's all about. So this is the ground floor, the front of the ground floor. So it's quite I like the design of the townhouse, because you do get a lot of these about in the UK, especially within the cities. It's a common building. Now when we go inside, I've made it so that it looks like a normal house, using some Lego Friends details that I got from my daughter's sets. So I've made it like that, and you'll notice though that there's no staircase. And I purposely haven't put a staircase in. Now this is from my own experience. A couple of years ago, about 6 years ago, I worked for an insurance company, and one of the files that came on my desk was a landlord making a claim because some criminals had been letting out one of his buildings, and when the police came and raided this building, they all charged in through the front door, and all of the criminal activities were going on in the first floor. But what they did is remove the staircase, so the police couldn't get up there while they destroyed evidence. And the way they got up there was with a rope ladder. I just thought it was hilarious at the time that these criminals had done this. And obviously part of the insurance claim was to put the staircase back. So in this I thought, right, I'm going to do that. So you notice there is no staircase. The little access point to the basement down there, so I don't know if you saw that because my big heavy arm was in the way. Some little access down there, and you can get out into the garage from that access. But the way though that you would get to the first floor of this is through the garage, and then oh, I forgot I put that there to hold it. So that would drop down once the garage door is shut, because you don't want people seeing how you get up there. You'd get up that little ladder there, and this guy, after a successful robbery, has returned back, so up he goes. I'll get the next section. And place that there. So in he goes to see the boss. Again, a shortage of bricks. I remember that when I built this, so I was using as much brown and beige colours as I could, just to make it look a little bit more dated. So I was pleased with the general look on the outside of it. So when you go inside, oh sorry, I forgot to take that off. Here we have the Don, who managing his criminal empire, sitting at his desk counting his money. A guard on the door protecting the Don, and someone who's recently escaped from prison looking for some work. But once again, where's the stairs? So I put this on this one as well. So as we place this one on, as you can see, as I place it, Let's move him out of the way. There you go. As you place it on there, base would come up there, which would access this door. Not too pleased about the green slopey tiles there, but it's just what I had and I've never got around to changing it. So that's it from the outside, and then on the inside you go through the door, and that's where they store all of their money, and they've got a goon who's there counting it all for the big boss. And that's it. It's a pretty basic room, that. It's just like a storage room for their loot put on the roof. And there we have it, my bad guys hideout townhouse. Now I will put it in the city. So I've put it in the residential section next to the terraced houses and the apple tree cottage. It's a little bit bare yet. I've still not filled this section from when I recently expanded it, but I will get there, and I'm pretty pleased with it. I think it looks quite smart in theme with the surrounding area, and as it develops there's going to have to be a bit of a path going up the side so they can access that garage at the back. And as I get some more buildings over here, which I think eventually it's got to be the industrial section, so I'll probably be moving Ace Chemicals over here eventually. So just a quick update on the rest. I've done a few things, nothing major building, just tidy things up. So now I've got the plates. I finally fixed that desk. I've put another piece of wood so it's just not a big hole. The pillars I've replaced with the stackers, the Lego stackers that you get, because they were just a little bit too high, and it was just making it awkward. It kept the wheels kept lifting at certain points, and the lift would have to be so gradual so that it would run smoothly, that it would affect the train station here. So that would then have to be at a slope, the whole building. So I decided just to get rid of the stackers, because that was the main point, the main start of it, that's making it all lift. So I just put 2x2 bricks, put blue at the bottom to represent water splashing up against them, green to represent a bit of moss or something like that, red then just to a bit of a warning colour for anybody who's any boats going underneath and things like that. Don't know if it works, but for now it works okay. I'll show you the train running on it in a bit. What else did I do? Just change that crane, so I've put all the stackers on there now, so it just looks a little bit more crane like than I had. And oh yes, I put a back on this, back on it. It's made it a little bit wider. That's it really, that's all I've done. I don't like this corner because I think the petrol station takes up too much space, so it's going to have to move eventually. I don't know where yet, but there's a lot of potential space there. I could have something smart looking there, so that eventually will be moving. And I think that's it with the updates. So now I've got my train running, it all runs quite smoothly, I hope. Oh, I forgot that I put my cup of tea on the track. That could have been a lot worse. So when there's nothing on the track, it goes quite nicely. So watch this space. So thank you for viewing. Here's an overview of the city once more. Please like, dislike, subscribe, leave any comments and feedback that you wish. It really helps me improve the city. So thank you, and I'll be back soon as I've got something to update.